Flint's Classic Rock 103.9 The Fox. Welcome to the Fox Lounge for Tuesday evening. I'm Mark Simons, and Cook's Classic Cars and Guitars are here in the lounge for an hour. Stop by and have some fun with us. And here's Bill Cook.
What's happening, Mark?
Hey, what's happening, man?
Well, tonight we have another great show. I have one of my sponsors, local businessman, friend, and he is here with his buddy Jeff. And if people don't know who Robbie Lash is and Jeff Owens, we have drugged them out of the closet. They haven't played since 2005, and I think I talked them into doing this. But I don't know if anyone remembers Eli and the Dogman Band, but we have Robbie Lash and Jeff Owens with us tonight. What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
Not much.
How's it going?
It's going good. A little bit of stories I'm sure we're going to hear about his brother Ronnie. A lot of people know from Electric Chair Tattoo that passed away, and Robbie wrote a nice song about him, and one of his buddies that passed away. So Robbie has had a lot of experience with death and writing music for certain memories, and I'm sure tonight's going to hit home for him. But first off, we're going to talk a little bit about, Robbie is one of our sponsors with Outline Designs and Graphics out of Clio. He does all of our shirts and our banners, but he does truck decals, anything you think of. But I'm going to let Robbie talk about his business here for a little bit before we get into some music. So take it away, Rob.
Yeah, we do vehicle graphics, full vehicle wrap starting this year, and we do stickers and T-shirts and a lot of stuff for local businesses. We really like to do some top quality stuff. We do everything with our own two hands, manual screen printing, and we got a lot of great customers, including you, Bill. And there's so much to say. We got a website. It's outlinegfx.com. Got some exciting things happening this year. We got we're a big sponsor for a first annual Saginaw Tattoo Fest at the Dow Event Center. That is at the end of May. And they are mitattooFest.com.
You got dates on that?
That is the 29th through the 31st.
Of this month coming up? April?
No, of the end of May.
End of May?
At the end of May, yeah. And it's it should be a big extravaganza.
Now, are you doing graphic work for that, or?
We'll be setting up a booth, but we're just sponsoring. We're printing all their T-shirts and a lot of the other merchandise and things like that.
Do you do graphics for tattoos, or have you ever done a stencil for them or something?
No, normally we have the tattoo artists make us designs and then we print them.
Oh, okay.
That's usually the way it goes. We do a lot of printing for local tattoo artists for their T-shirts and their stickers and their business windows and their signs and things like that.
Nice. So at that event, are you going to be are you going to be just selling your shirts, or are you just doing stuff for them, or?
Pretty much we can do whatever we want. As I was considering doing some heat press shirts on the spot if people wanted them, but a lot of it's going to be displayed to everybody. The shirts we make, the stickers we make, decals, there'll be probably hundreds of tattoo shops from around the country that will be there that could possibly be potential customers, and
nice
local ones that we might even do their storefronts and things like that.
So how long have you been doing the graphics there with Outline Design?
We've been doing this since 2018.
Okay.
Yep.
And where exactly you're located at in Clio?
We're at 1196 West Vienna Road in Clio. We are just 30 seconds east of Saginaw Road on Vienna Road, M57 in Clio.
And what's the phone number?
810-640-7095.
I can vouch for Robbie. Like I say, he does all of our stuff at Cook's Classics, Cook's Diesel, the Classic Cars and Guitars. He's done all of our banners. So if anybody's looking for graphics of any sort, vehicle wraps, business cards, T-shirts, decals, Robbie's your guy. And but right now we're going to work into dragging these two out of the closet with Eli and the Dogman Band. Like I say, these guys haven't played since 2005, and I don't know if I'm responsible for this happening tonight.
Yeah, pretty much. Remember I told you no a couple times?
Yeah, I think so. But this song that Robbie was telling me a little bit of story about it, that it's called Living in the Wind, and they wrote this for his brother Ronnie's buddy that passed away.
Yeah, Brian Bowman.
And so we're going to hear it live. We got Eli and the Dogman Band 20 years later. Wasn't that a song about something?
That's right,
20 years
in the
later?
Fox
Look
Lounge.
at this. We have 20 years later here.
Wow, it's been a long time.
Let's hear it, guys.
All right, here goes nothing. Every once in a while, life can go by so fast, leaving behind a woman and his kids. As fast as things come, they come to an end, but the world keeps on spinning, spinning. You were born to live and make a lot of friends. You built out of love what you could put in. The motor's still running, around it goes again. We'll always remember you're living in the wind. When you walk outside, you feel the world blow by. The magic in the night is you by my side. And I won't cry, I'll keep you close within. Nobody couldn't handle the world we're living in. You were born to live and make a lot of friends. You built out of love what you could put in. The motor's still running, around it goes again. We'll always remember you're living in the wind. And you were born to live and make all these friends. You built out of love what you could put in. The motor's still running, around it goes again. We'll always remember you're living in the wind. Every once in a while, life can go by so fast.
Awesome.
Very nice, guys. Very nice.
That's how you can tell this, like I say, what the show's about. I mean, as a real musician, it's just, it's from the heart. You can just hear the soul.
You can hear it in the music.
It's just, it's a life story. I mean, it's something that happened in their life, and you can just tell when it's put out into words. It's just from the heart, man. Awesome. I mean, awesome.
Thank you.
I don't know what to say on that one.
That song goes back.
I mean, that's
2003.
Right.
It's like when John did that Redneck Rising, which we're going to hear in a couple weeks. I mean, that was just like, wow, damn, you know.
Yep.
But amazing job, you guys. But we're going to go back to some music with Mark and that, and then we're going to bring you guys back on in a few minutes here after a few songs. And again, that was amazing, you guys. Thanks.
Yeah, and we're going to bring the boys back here in the Fox Lounge. Right now, it's Guns N' Roses on the Fox. Flint's Classic Rock 103.9 the Fox. Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine. We are in the Fox Lounge Tuesday evening. Cooks, Clars, classic cars. We've got to make that sure it's classic, right, Bill? Classic,
Get it
huh?
right, Mark, please.
That's right. Cook's Classic Cars and Guitars are in the lounge tonight. And, all right, Bill. There you go, brother.
Hey, all right. Welcome back, everybody. Before we get back into this next segment, we have to thank a couple of our sponsors because, like we say, without our sponsors, we would not have this show. And I'll give a thank you to Robbie here first for being one of our sponsors. I appreciate that. But first off, we have Bruton's Tree Service. Bruton's Tree Service is a professional tree removal, tree trimming, stump removal, firewood, land and lot clearing located in Flushing and serving all of Genesee County. Give my buddy Logan a call at 810-223-7689 or find him on Facebook. And then we have Clio Spare Room in Clio. Clio Spare Room has the extra space that you don't, located at the corner of Dorton, Saginaw, and Clio. We have the latest and greatest security software and cameras that will make you feel your belongings are in good hands. Give them a call at 810-732-8900 or find them on Facebook. But getting back to the show here, talking about Robbie's adventure with the graphics and you guys getting out of the music scene for a while. What made you guys step down?
Oh shoot!
Life,
Well,
babies, what?
we
groupies?
spent the whole '90s. We met. We were probably about 21 or 22 years old. We spent the whole '90s writing songs and writing albums and just touring and playing mostly through all of Michigan with Fix My Head, Chad, Spawn, you out there, buddy? And and then after running in circles and everyone growing up and having kids and everything like that, we it just kind of fizzled down to me and Jeff. And then finally one day he came up and told me, he's like, I'm done.
That was it.
He said, I'll still keep playing with you. We'll play, but I'm just done with the band. And so I went and made another band. And we played on from some years of that and everything. Years just flew by. And then it was a year before my brother died, and my nephew was having an open house, and my brother wanted us to get our band Fix My Head back together. So we got the band back together, and boy, we were building up for a really big show. Full outside stage, full concert sound, the whole 9 yards. Like, my brother would go all out, and he was always our number one fan. Well, he died 2 weeks before that.
Oh man.
Oh, that was it. We were at his house rehearsing, like, building up to that, and that was in 2004. So we had a big break from like 98 to 2004 of nothing, and then we played. The show went on. It was really emotional. It was an incredible night. We played that performance.
Where'd you play the show at?
It was at my brother's house.
Oh, no shit.
The open house went on.
It was an actual open house.
It
you
was an
played.
actual. It was my nephew's open house. It was. There was hundreds of people already coming. So that just turned. My brother dying turned. Hundreds more people came, and it turned out to be a really, really big night.
So it almost was like a memorial too.
It was, and then it was after that. Like, we were kind of done with that. It was a heavy metalish band, and we were done with that. And then I come up with the idea of, like, my brother Ron was big into classic rock, so we decided that we were going to record an album in honor of my brother, and that was where the song that we had just played, and then we played some covers of some songs and some classic rock songs. We made a whole album out of that, and then the song that we're about to play coming up is on that album that we made. And then we ended up playing some shows throughout that next year with the Eli and the Dogman Band.
Now, did you guys write your own music for that stuff?
We did. Well, we did a couple covers. We did Fire and Rain, and we did Sunshine Go Away Today.
Nice.
We did songs like that. We'd rock them up and
Chevy
things like
van,
that.
because your brother
We did
always
Chevy
had a-
Van.
Your brother always had the Chevy van.
But this was our whole heavy metal band that we transpired into this Eli and the Dogman Band. They all did that for me.
Now, is that like a 5-piece band or?
Yep, it was. We actually had two different drummers from the 90s, and they both got involved in it, and they would alternate drumming and congas and things like that. And so throughout that year, we played some benefits and some different things and some different shows with that band. And, then that just kind of phased out. And then in 2007, so that was Fix My Head Band that actually became Eli and the Dog Band, except for we weren't playing heavy metal. We were playing classic rock style songs. And that was just all in honor of my brother. And then in 2007, we did actually reunite and play at the Machine Shop with Fix My Head and a band that was pretty popular in 2007 called IDK. They ended up becoming a band called Battlecross, who ended up going national. That's Gumby from Clio. He was a singer. He's pretty famous. I don't know why I said singer, but anyways, no, Gumby's awesome. He ended up with Battlecross, but we played a big double show that night, and that was a good time. And that was the last time we actually ever played, was 2007. And so,
just kind of listening to you talking here and with the connection, because I can see the emotions in you talking about Ron. Have you ever thought about like coming out and just doing a benefit thing for like a charity and kind of do like something, pick something and do it for him? Like maybe do some kind of benefit thing?
it should have been something that's been regular the whole time, probably since then.
Because it seems like it'd be something you in your heart.
It could have been something really big. I'm really surprised that my mother didn't make sure that happened. It just didn't happen. Will it happen? Could it happen? Anything's possible. He's a pretty popular guy.
Oh, I mean, yeah, to this day, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it was crazy. His funeral, you couldn't get, people were in the parking lot. There was like over 1,200 people lined up and motorcycles, and it was wild.
I mean, it almost sounds like something that maybe we should make happen.
Yeah, maybe something you'll help.
I'd help you out.
Right? Do some good cause.
Yeah, we'll pick some kind of charity around town or something or whatever, and maybe do like an annual thing.
I could be down for that.
Probably get like multiple bands to kind of do like a fundraiser thing. We'll pick a charity and.
Oh, yeah. And then speaking of, we did do a freak show for 2014, 15, and 16, I think, in Clio Fireman's Park, and we had 20 bands going on, and it wasn't for anything besides a concert, but that was, Jeff played there with some guys from Ready for the World. I'm just remembering. So that was the last time we had gotten together, was that concert we played. So I ended up being in a Sublime tribute band, and I did that for 8 years around Michigan, and that was another thing. Just memories are flooding back.
Oh, I mean, we've talked about stuff, and you get into this kind of atmosphere, and all of a sudden it just starts clicking,
Yeah.
and you're, but just sitting here and just watching you, I can just see it. I mean, it sounds to me like this is something that needs to happen.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
I mean, your mom's obviously still around, right?
Oh yeah. She's,
Maybe ask her what she thinks about it.
yeah, for sure. If you're listening, Mom, we'll have to talk about that. And then,
I mean, there's enough of us around that can make it happen.
so just with the memories flooding. So then, so after all them years since I wrote the song Living in the Wind, and the motorcycle song was 2003, 2004, we ended up in 2020 during COVID and the lockdown and stuff. I had a videographer working at Outline Design and Graphics, and we ended up making 2 music videos out of them songs, but they were like 20 years later we made music videos out of them. So that was kind of cool, and they were at the cemeteries and stuff.
Yeah, you
and
showed those to me.
Yeah, they're out there in the world at Common Language 1333 on YouTube.
But we're going to in our next segment, we're going to hear that other song that these guys wrote for Robbie's brother for his service, wasn't it? Or was it after the service?
This was after.
You wrote it for your brother because he
After,
passed.
yes.
But we're going to hear that in the next segment. But back to you, Mark. And we'll hear some music, and then we'll see you guys hear from you in a few minutes.
Yep, we'll see the guys in a few minutes. It's Manfred Mann in the Fox Lounge on the Fox. Flint's Classic Rock 103.9. The Fox, Eddie Vedder and Pearl Jam there, and Jeremy. We're in the Fox Lounge for Tuesday evening, Cook's Classic Cars and Guitars. And Bill Cook is here, and he does his thing.
Welcome back, everybody. Before we start this segment with Rob and Jeff here, we're going to give a shout out to a couple more sponsors and thank them for their support here to make this show happen for everybody. First off, we got KDG Photography out of Swartz Creek. Katie is a natural light photographer local to the Swartz Creek area, specialized in family and wedding photography. Everything from your newest addition to the big day. She captures memories to treasure. Contact Katie at 248-240-1880 or kdgphotography.org. And then a shout out to the lovely Kim at Cozy Cuts Salon in Swartz Creek. Men's, women's, and children's cuts and color service in the business for over 25 years. Kim is new to the salon and is accepting new clients every day. Contact her from cuts and color to perms. Contact Kim at 810-624-5866 or find her on Facebook. But back to Robbie and Jeff here with the reborn after 20 years rendition of Eli and the Dogman Band. But the next song that we're going to hear from these guys is another one that is definitely, I would have to say, extremely close to Robbie's heart. It's about his brother passing, and I'm sure I'm going to get choked up on this one because for some reason these days, death has been surrounding around me with friends and family.
You know,
But
the song can go, you know, to everybody for that matter. You know, it's a song about when you have an older family member or sibling or somebody that you really look up to, and that they've taught you things in their life, and they kind of, you know, they guided you through life, and you know, and there's touches on a lot of that kind of idea.
And this one is called, you said, the motorcycle song. So here's our live acoustic set from these two. Let's hear it, guys.
When everything seemed right and all of your
goodbye. Oh, but I will never say goodbye. Forget about the worries of this life. It's human nature. We're all gonna die. That don't change the way we feel inside. So buckle up and do your best, 'cause we're going for a ride. And now we're going for a ride.
Awesome picking, guys. Definitely.
Very good work. Yep.
Awesome send off to your brother. What's it been? You said 22 years?
Yep.
2004?
Yep.
That was a memory of Ronnie Lash, owner of Electric Chair Tattoos in Clio. I mean, awesome job, Robbie.
Thanks, man.
But before we sign off this segment to the here's some music from Mark. Robbie, just talk real quickly about Outline Designs and Graphics. Shoot that address and phone number again for everybody.
All right, yeah, so we're Outline Design, T-shirts, graphics, and Clio. We can do vinyl. We can do your T-shirts, car wraps, all kinds of stuff. Today we was out at Hustlers in Mount Morris, and we wrapped their ice cream coolers into black. So we just a little something different every day. So come on out and see us anytime. 810-640-7095, OutlineGFX.com.
And back to you, Mark.
Very good. All right. We'll do one more tune here, and then we'll come back and say goodbye. It's Cheap Trick on the Fox Lounge. Flint's Classic Rock 103.9 The Fox. Cheap Trick and Surrender as we get ready to close up the lounge for a Tuesday evening. Classic Cars and Guitars are in the lounge with Bill Cook.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. I just want to say again, real quick, thanks to Jeff Owens and Robbie Lash for that awesome set. I mean, I got to tell you, that was amazing. But real quick, before we check out tonight, next Tuesday, I'll be in the lounge with the members of Square Lucy doing some live stuff and talking about the live music and dinner show we're going to be doing at the American Legion in Swartz Creek on April 18th. So those guys will be in the lounge talking about things, and we'll be playing some music and talking about the show. And but for now, we're going to be checking out for the night. And back to you, Mark, but I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
All right. Thanks a lot for coming in, fellas, in the Fox Lounge for Tuesday night. And more Fox Rock right around the corner.
Not all smart devices are created equal. The